Bloody hell. What am I doing here? I was enjoying a nice cup of coffee in the living room, and now all of a sudden I'm here. That's mad. What's this? John. Johnny. Manuel. Look. You didn't set this camera up very well, have you? What is this? Ah, he was telling me about this earlier on, old Johnny boy. And then Manuel, sitting there eating blooming rice, pasta and a couple of snails, and said, let's give this voucher away. I didn't really know what they were talking about. This is what they were talking about, look. This is a £10 gift voucher for Answer RC. One of the best model shops in this country. One of. This is a £10 voucher. Now some of you may know that at the moment, me, Johnny boy, and Manuel, and Mildred, but Mildred's not really that involved. She's, I don't know where she is now, Mildred. She's gone somewhere. Now and again she pops in and out, but we've got a competition going so that you can win a gift voucher of anything up to £200 to pick in a model shop of your choice. Second and third prizes are a £10 gift voucher to a model shop of your choice. To enter that competition, there's a link in the description to this video and most of my other videos at the moment. But this one, you don't have to do a single thing that costs any money. All you have to do to win this £10 voucher to Answer RC is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and comment. That's all you've got to do. And one of you will be picked at random, and you'll get this £10 gift voucher. Furthermore to that, my friends, there's going to be loads more of these random 10 and maybe even 20 or maybe more valued gift vouchers given out to just people who just simply subscribe and like and comment to all different shops. This particular one is for Answer RC. So if you want to win this one, just like, subscribe and comment on this video and any other video as well. I don't really know what we're doing. I mean, oh, Johnny boy over there and Manuel, they haven't even, look, they're just sitting at the table now just playing cards. Well, I do know for a fact I've got a Savage. I've got to change the gearbox on. So shall we do that? I think we'll do that. These light fittings, by the way, I'm in the middle of changing my blooming lights. They stopped working. We had no lights indoors, and these two lights have been up in my ceiling since 1999. Yeah. What we now, 2025. So what's that? 26 years they've been up on the ceiling. Them lights. They've done a good service. Yeah. Anyway, let's move them out of the way. Let's get the Savage on the bench and change that gearbox. I think we shall. £10 bloody pounds. Unbelievable. Oh, I was just getting this gearbox and this Savage, so I've got to change the box in. I'll explain that in a minute. But I've just got this box turned up randomly today. Just the post, it was raining outside, and the postman left it on the doorstep, so it's a bit wet, and I've noticed there is holes in it, so a little bit concerned. I don't know what it is. I think it's from one of you subscribers there. I don't know. Is it you, Sophie? No. Alfie? No. Fred? No. Oh well. Pretty sure it's from one of yous. I think. Let's have a quick look inside that, just to see if anything's missing, because it's got holes in it. You can't see it because Johnny boy hasn't set the camera up very well, and we've got a bloody drill press in the way. But let's have a look at that, and then we'll have a look at the Savage's gearbox. I don't know what the best way is to open this. Let's try. This is. I don't think what's going to be inside is going to be a helicopter somehow. Oh, let me just cut down the side. Oh, it's wringing wet. It's drenched. Blimey. Yeah, this box. I normally try to save boxes, but this box ain't going to be a lot of cop. Now, Don't really know what's going on here. What we got here? Oh, we got an old school EZ start thing with a battery as well. Have a look at that. What we got here? We got a transmitter. Oh, there is. Looks like there might be a note. Yeah, there is a note. Right, let me just. I'll read that in a second. Let's get this. Is that all it's in? What's that? Right. We've got a car here. Look. Oh, we've got a shell. Right. This is car. Right, I know what this is now. I think I know what this is all about now, so this will have to be another video, I think. Hi, howdy buddy. Love the videos. I find them great entertainment and always tune in. Very good. Here is a Nitro car for you. Oh, I don't know what it's all about then. I thought it was something different. Okay, this is a complete surprise. Here is a Nitro car for you, along with an old transmitter and a receiver that came with it. I cannot get it to run well, although my knowledge is very limited. I bought a couple recently from eBay to give myself something to do and rekindle an old hobby from many years ago. This is fantastic paper, by the way. Bloody hell, this is very thick, very good quality paper. Blimey. Where are we? One I can get to work no problem, and I'm enjoying it. This one, not so much. So this might be a bit of a challenge. This might end up, we might end up binning that Savage off for now. And we might end up having a look at this. It does start on occasions. The EZ start appears to work okay. The battery I have included, I'm not sure how much life it has left. Alright, well this, what is it? It is, oh, it's a NiCad. It's a NiCad. So that ain't going to be a lot of cop no more, I wouldn't have thought. We'll have to fashion up a new battery for that. I love the old school EZ starts. They're quality, aren't they? The new ones are like a big wand thing. Where are we? Blah, 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 blah. I used another battery when I started it, but I am using that battery for something else. Generally, the engine appears to get flooded and then it won't turn over until I release the glow plug and get rid of the fuel. Ah, well, we've got an idea what that could be then. When it does start, it tends to cut out and then become flooded again. When it does run, a lot of fuel Sorry, I'm not very good at reading. When it does run, a lot of fuel comes out. Well, to be fair, there should be a comma. There should be a comma there. I'm only joking, Mr. Happy Viewer. I'm only messing around. Anyway, where are we? I can't help it. I'm constantly in just messing mode. When it does run, well, a lot of fuel coming out the exhaust is normal with a Nitro car. It sounds like it's probably just far too rich. Maybe the O-rings had it. When I do try to start it, I feel I can hear the fuel sizzling or what appears to be escaping from the head. Really not sure. I did replace the glow plug as the other one did not light. Not sure if this is the correct one. Again, hopefully you will know. Me, I know absolutely nothing, so I'm not going to know a single thing. I did get it running at one point, then went for a quick shot outside the house. The throttle then went full throttle with no control. Luckily, it just went into some bushes and then cut out. But could have been nasty. I had the wires tucked away inside the car. Not sure if it lost signal from the receiver. No idea really. Anyway, thought maybe you could make a video of it and see if it can be fixed. I want nothing for it. No gratification, reward or payback. Well, you're getting gratification right now, so I'm sorry about that. I just want to go to someone who will hopefully get some enjoyment from it, and maybe I can get some enjoyment from watching a video if you do make one. No hassle if not. Keep up the good work. All the best. Happy Viewer. Well, Mr. Happy Viewer, I suppose in a way you're getting gratification, but you're not in another way, because I mean, what mother would call their baby Happy Viewer? So far we've got So we've got happy viewer now, and we've also got channel member. I don't know, there must have been an era when parents called their children bizarre names. Happy viewer and channel member. Well, let's bin this Savage off for now. I do need to do it. But let's bin that off and let's have a look at this. This is a very nice transmitter. It's in bloody good condition as well. 2001 Traxxas model, 2001, or we've got 1995. I don't know which one of those is a date. Traxxas UK in Bristol. This is fantastic. I'm assuming that this is the one that actually does go with it. It's got a crystal in it there. It's got the right crystal in it. This is great, isn't it? It really is great. That's a bit stuck though. Yeah, that's why that's stuck. That shouldn't be like that. That's on a bit of throttle there. That should come down. We'll have to have a look at that. That is fantastic. Made in Taiwan. You don't get them in this condition very often. This is an interesting shell. Very interesting. Well, we're unexpectedly going to be doing a Will It Run on this. I didn't expect to be doing that today. But I don't think even Johnny Boy knew. Nobody knew what was coming with this one. Why is the receiver over the exhaust? That's an interesting design. That's where that goes, and the aerial tube should go there, and that goes up there like that. Don't know what this is, by the way. It probably said on that letter that I've just forgotten. It's a Traxxas something or another. No, it doesn't say what it is. Doesn't say what it. I can't believe the quality of that paper that's printed on. That's pure quality. So we've got this battery, which probably isn't any cop. He used another battery when he started it, so I don't know what the crack's going to be with this. Now, I love this old style. They're so simple. It literally comes like this, a little box with these reusable cable ties. This is literally how it comes. I haven't got an example of the new Easy style, but they're like a black wand that you put a battery in. These are quality. I love the old style stuff. Charged with Ricoh AP14, APM2 or ADP1 chargers. Do not overcharge, do not short circuit. I shouldn't imagine there's any electric left in that battery. I'm going to have to go and find another battery with the Tamiya plug on the end of it. I've probably got one lying around somewhere, and we can see if we can get it to run. Now, it said in that letter that it will run occasionally, but it floods easily. Where's the end of the exhaust? Ah, the end of the exhaust has become snapped off, so that's not going to be any problem whatsoever as far as the running goes. But it's, you can see it snapped there. You can see the broken parts there, so it almost had a little tip on it. Although facing down like that, you would think, I reckon that's supposed to be that way around, like that, coming out sideways. Interesting. I reckon it's supposed to be coming out slightly sideways like that, not straight down. But anyway, we can have a look at that. I might have an exhaust that fits that, but the end of it isn't gonna matter an uncle's monkey when it comes to the way this is gonna run. So, well, that can't be the correct position for that because this wire doesn't reach. So how does that servo wire, how does that work then? How does that go in there then? Perhaps it's not supposed to be running that orientation. Oh, that's where the batteries go. Look, that's where the batteries go. This is really cool. I've never had one of these before. I've never had one of these. I don't know what it's called, but I've never had one that looks like this. This is really, really cool. That's the little plug for the EZ start. That goes down in there. Some of this has probably been tampered with. I don't think all of this is original. I dare say there'll be some Traxxas geeks amongst us that can tell me which parts of this are original and which parts of this have been fashioned up. But the goal is to try and get this to run. So we can, let's take this air filter off so we've got a clear view of the carburetor, and we can see that that does open and that does close. So we can play around. The needles, that high-speed needle, that feels okay. The little O-ring in there feels okay. It's not loose or anything like that. The low speed is probably going to be somewhat of our culprit, but we'll get our screwdriver out ready so we can be zip-zap-zipping on that. We'll leave all these wires. You lot know me by now. I milk stuff as much as I can, so there'll be another video on this, and we'll get the servos working, put batteries in it, do all that kind of stuff. The goal for now is to get this engine to run, and to run reasonably well on the bench. I'm bloody excited. I love it when things like this just crop up. I honestly thought, when I see a car in that box, I thought it was because someone was emailing me saying they wanted me to mend one of their cars or get it running for them. So I said, yeah, no problem, I'll do it. And I thought this was going to be that, but this is fantastic. It's a car for me, amazing. Right, let me. This is my. There's no real reason why the batteries are inside this tin. It's just somewhere that. So these are all the batteries. They're kind of. I didn't want to give these to people because they're not good batteries, but they do hold a little bit of a charge, and they might have enough puff in them to be able to just start this up once. These come with a load of Traxxas that I had that I got rid of, and I just didn't want to include these. I didn't want to include these in the sale of them, you know, with the roto starts, because I don't want to give someone a battery, you know, and it's not a lot of copper and all that bollocks. So I just thought, you know what, I have to not include it. Now let's see. I need a. Where's the? I've got one somewhere. Got one somewhere there, Johnny boy. What's he doing? What's that Johnny boy doing to me, man? Nope. Nope. Come on. No, that's all starter box stuff. What's that? No. Where's it gone? Don't tell me. Oh, it's here. Thank goodness for that. I knew I had one. It's a Dean's that goes into a Tamiya. It's the only adapter I've got left. I had some wires like this, charging wires with the things on the end, and it just had the plug on the end of it. But I gave them away to people that wanted charging wires. I knew that I had this one. I keep meaning to make myself some. I've got all the wire and that. And what I do is I make my own charging wires. If I need a specific wire, I don't go and buy it. I've just got all this wire. I just make up a charger. You know, I've got drawers full of the connectors and that, and I just make one. I keep meaning to make one up with a Tamiya plug, but I don't use them enough to where I can be bothered to actually make a bloody thing up. Don't want NiCad. I want nickel metal hydrate. We'll charge it at an amp. We'll just get some kind of electric in there, and then hopefully that'll be enough. And why that's stuffing a little bit of electric in that battery. That's a 3000 milliamp. I'm charging it at an amp, so hopefully it will get enough in it just to get it fired up. That's the easy start. Let's see what it's like. Let's take the glow plug out and see if the glow plug is going to work. That's the transmitter for it. We'll put that over there. Where's my glow plug spanner? I seriously didn't expect to be doing a bloody startup today. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. I was prepared to change a gearbox in a Savage then. I need to do it. I really do need to do it because it's not my Savage. It's for a friend of mine, and the gearbox which is in it only has first gear, and it should have 2 gears, but it's only got 1. It should have 2. So let's try this glow starter. Actually no, we won't. We'll try this glow starter. Can you hear the minions in the background? Bloody, I don't know what they're doing. Yep, that's definitely working. You can't say that's not working. Look, that's glowing like a... That's not glowing. There we go, connected. That's definitely working. Cool, it gets on all. So, cool, that piston in there is cracking. Absolutely brand new. So, from going by that letter, that person who has the weirdest name in the world, Happy Viewer. I can't believe someone called their baby Happy Viewer. They said that they got a couple of these. They got two of these. I don't know if they got two of these or two Nitro cars. But they got two Nitro cars, let's say. Let's see if that's got enough electric in it now. On eBay. He got the other one going, but this one, not so much. So, he said it runs now and again. So let's see if this has got enough electric in it, enough puff in it. Well, the light don't light up, but that might be because it ain't making a connection. So let's make it make a connection. What way round does that go? That way. The battery's a bit flat. Yeah. That battery ain't good enough. Right, bear with me a minute. I'm going to go and get a battery that's good enough. Right. It's beeping. It's telling me it's charged up. So let's see if it's charged up enough. I don't think it is, because that only took just under 5 minutes. Oh, it might be enough. It might be enough. Let's get a bit of... Let's put that... Let's see if it will start with the proper wire on it. Because it being Traxxas, it's got the EZ start. And that easy stuff, it only really works in America, doesn't it? When they call a Z a Z. Easy, same as easy, you know what I mean? But over here, the Z is pronounced Z. So it would be EZ start. Yeah, it doesn't really work over here, does it? But never mind. It's pretty cool nevertheless. No primer bulb on this one. So I'm doing it cock-handedly as well, facing it that way so that you can see everything. Let's take that off of there then. Give it the best chance. Apparently, this is going to... Oh, that can't be good. This is going to flood a lot, so... It's definitely flooded now. Bloody hell. That can't be good, can it? That can't be good for it. Oh, that's come off of there and all. Look. Right, let's quickly put a cable tie around that exhaust. Oh dear. Dropped a load of nitro inside the receiver now. That can't be good for it. I'll have to clean that out. Let me quickly just rescue the receiver. A bit of what that is. This is a contact cleaner, so it's perfectly safe to be sprayed inside those contacts there on that receiver. It's designed for going in on electrical stuff and all that kind of thing. So that should hopefully get that nitro out of there. I'd like this receiver to carry on working, because I'd like to... I can use that transmitter with any receiver as long as it's got this crystal. That's the beauty of AM, really. You can use any transmitter with any receiver, more or less. There are some restrictions in some occasions, but you can mostly do so. Yeah, that's quite a lot inside there. But hopefully all that what's in there is just switch cleaner and it won't do any damage. Nitro, on the other hand, will do some damage. It will erode solder joints and connections and bridge circuits and do all kinds of stuff, whereas switch cleaner won't. As I've said before, it's designed for going on the electrical stuff. Anyway, let's keep the receiver out of it for now. We'll sort that out later on, give this a bit of a clean. Let's concentrate on getting this to run. Let's get a cable tie. Just stick the cable tie around this exhaust. That wire. Where does that wire go? Oh, that's just an earth wire, that one. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn it round this way, because otherwise it's just too cock-handed for me. Let's put this cable tie, bend the end of it like that, and hopefully then that'll... I might have to get a pair of pliers and grab onto it. There we go. A nice thick cable tie around that exhaust. There we go. And then we'll just cut this off. Not that wire. There we go. Right. Let's see. Suspension's a bit interesting. Let's just wrap these up, put that there. I don't know if there's supposed to be a box on here or what. I might have to have a look at some pictures of what this car should look like to see which parts are missing, which parts are fabricated by a bodgeria like myself. I wonder if I've worked on this before. This looks like something that I would do. Perhaps in a past life I did some work on this car. Who knows? Anyway, let's keep it this way round because you can still see everything. Anyway, I'm going to have to So we mend that over as well. Let's get the trusty side cutters. Cut this cable tie off. Be careful not to cut the wires. Everyone's been there and done that, I'm sure. Comment if you've been there and done that. Gone to cut a cable tie, but cut the bloody wires as well that was near it on something or another. Yes, we've all been there. We've all done that. And then you have to, and it adds, and you think, oh, so close to finishing whatever it was you were doing, and then you've got to get the soldering iron out, start soldering stuff, and redo the wires, and it's like, giddy up. I love the fact this looks like it was from the factory, cable tied on it. I love it when you don't really get it anymore. You know, manufacturers actually designing cars with things cable tied together and that. You just don't really get it anymore. Back in the day, it was the thing. Everything was cable tied together. It's fantastic. Nowadays, everything's not. Right. That goes on there. We've got fuel because I primed it. Throttle it was wide open, but it's not anymore. Here we go. Yeah, this battery's not got a lot of oomph in it. Oh, dearie me. Well, I've got a little trick up my sleeve. Let's loosen off the plug, and then we'll use a normal glow starter. Let's just make sure it's not flooded. That's far too slow. That's never going to start. That is far too slow. I haven't got any other batteries. I wonder... Is that the one? Nah, it's the wrong end, isn't it? That's never going to work. I was going to put a battery with the Deans on it, but... Ah, you bastard. That's never going to work, is it? I'm gutted about that. Unless it's the electric motor that's a bit weak. It could be. It could be. Let's put that back together. Anyway, I've loosened the glow plug a little bit, because that will relieve a bit of compression. It will still start, but I don't know whether this is going to have enough oomph to turn it over. Nah, needs to be faster. Bear with me, I'm going to put it on charge again. Alright. Actually, probably about 45 minutes later now. This battery was on charge for 11 minutes before it decided it was charged up. I don't really hold out much hope for it. I had a look around. This is the only one I've got that's going to be a lot of cop, I think. So, anyway, I've been and had a shower. I've had a shower, a sandwich, and ice cream. I'm thinking to myself this would still be charging, but it's not. 11 minutes it only took. Anyway, glow plug's loose, glow starter in. Let's get some nitro over myself, even though I've just had a wash. Let's make myself smell again. Happy days. This is what it's all about. Here we go. Throttle is ready, primed to go. Not a lot happening, is there? Why is it? I think it might just be too slow, you know. We might have to come back tomorrow when I've got more time. It's getting quite late at night and the kids are in there on their own. That's working. That's definitely working. Well, they're not in there on their own. The missus is in there with them, but she's not interested. She just sits on the settee and lets them do whatever they want. And I can't be having that. Drinks all over the floor and everything everywhere. Right, let's put this, I give it one more go, and if not I'm going to come back tomorrow. Still be in the same video, but I'll come back tomorrow with a work out a better battery, even if I make up an adapter so I can use one of my good batteries with a Dean's plug on the end, or an XT60, and we'll work something out. But yeah, I don't know why it's not working. It's just too slow, that's all it is. Maybe this electric motor's at it, I don't know. That tick over was set far too high, so I've adjusted that a little bit. It sounds absolutely rubbish without. You'll be surprised what that little bit at the end, excuse me, Opti-Fuel gets right up your nose and makes it tickle. You'll be surprised what that little bit at the end actually does for sound. Without it, it sounds absolutely diabolical. But it will run, which is good. I didn't expect it to go, I really didn't. I tightened it up, pressed the button, and it went straight away. I didn't expect that at all. Perhaps this old battery has got enough in it after all. Maybe that electric motor's starting to come round, I don't know. But it runs. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but that's a good thing. So let's have a little, I don't know why people route pipes in such fashion like that, you know, a lot of the time. It's not particularly necessary, you know. That can be moved around in the other direction. We'll sort all that out another day, but that jet can be moved in the other direction, so this isn't hanging around over the throttle, because that's asking for a runaway, that is. Let's try one more time. Let's try it with the proper little thing on it now. That's like that. Here we go. Now I can open up this tick over a little bit more, because it went a bit too low when I was playing around with that now, so we can open that up, and that's about there somewhere. I want that servo to hold it shut really, so that I don't have to hold it. Okay, there we go. can't really complain about any of that whatsoever. That, for that short little bit of time there, that short period of time, ran absolutely spot on. There doesn't seem to be a lot of nitro coming out of the exhaust. You know, there was a little bit, but doesn't seem to be. Oh, hello, what's this all? Ah, look. Is that what he was on about? Or she? It could have been a she. Happy Viewer could be a boy's or a girl's name, I suppose, couldn't it? Happy Viewer. Yeah, could be a boy or a girl name. You just don't know, do you? Let's mop this up. But I reckon, I don't think that that's the amount of fuel that's gone down, you know. Yeah, I think that was just what was in the exhaust. I don't know, we'll find out when we actually run it out and about. But that's it for this video now, because one, it's quite late at night, I can't really do any more things that are noisy. Two, I need to get in there because the kids are indoors on their own, probably making a mess and doing God knows what. So, surprise Traxxas thing, it runs, that's the main thing. Possibly have witnessed the problem that Happy Viewer described, where there was a lot of nitro coming out of the exhaust. It ran okay though, didn't it? So I can't, well obviously somehow it's getting into the exhaust, but I've got a bit of a theory. And I don't know if it's the right theory, but I've got a bit of a theory. What come out of that exhaust then appeared to be pure nitro. It didn't seem to be something which has gone through the engine. Now, these tanks you may be able to see. If I push on this, let me zoom in a little bit. That nipple there, can you see that nipple? That's what this pipe goes on. If I push down on this tank, can you see the nitro coming out of it? Right? What I think is happening with that nitro that come out of that exhaust there, it's not gone through the engine. There's nothing wrong with the carburetor, I don't think. We'll have to do a proper driving test and see what exactly is happening, but from this little piece I just saw, I think that this tank, where it's being pressurized, it's then pushing back through this pipe and going into that exhaust. That's what I think from what I've just seen. Because if I push down on that, just pushing on top of the tank, can you see the bubbles and the fuel inside that pipe? Look, it's going up the pipe. Look at the fuel going up the pipe. I didn't watch it when it was running, and I'm not going to start it up again now, because where I live there's a lot of old people around and they're probably trying to get some sleep. Grumpy Bollocks from next door, I think they're on holiday, so I haven't got to worry about him. But it's the old people who I really care about, so I'm not going to start it up again now. Anyway, that's going to be it. I can't wait to take this out for a drive. Thanks for watching, you lot, and don't forget, if you want to win this £10 gift voucher, just like, subscribe and comment, and you get picked at random to win that France or RC. And if you want to win up to £200 gift voucher for a shop of your choice, competition link is in the description to this and most of my other videos. Can't wait to go and give this an actual proper drive. Properly surprised about it. I had no idea that was coming. I didn't even know that there was a parcel in the post on the way to me. That is absolutely fantastic. Got quite a few things to do with it. We're going to have to reroute that fuel line. We can just undo the bolt, twist this jet around, and that will be on the other side over there. That's easy to do. Can't see any other things. There's a screw missing from there, but I don't really care about that. We need to make sure, see if the servos all work. Ah, there's the primer bulb. I forgot that these tanks have a primer bulb on the lid. But the only thing is, look, it's pushing it back through there, which is not good. Now, I'm pretty sure, and I might be wrong, but I am fairly sure I'm fairly sure that there's supposed to be like a little check valve kind of thing inside there. We'll have to delve into that. I might be wrong, but something tells me there's meant to be a little check valve in there which allows pressure to go from the exhaust into the tank, but not the other way round. Either way, it can't be too bad because it does run, so the pressure must be getting through to pressurise the tank to pump the fuel into the engine. We'll work it out in the next video. If you want to see what exactly is happening, stick around. All the more reason to stick around. Thanks for watching, you lot. Take care. Love life. Can't ask for any more. All the best. See you later.